Greg, you've named the squad for the Guinness Six Nations. A number of uncapped players coming into the mix for the camp. Just talk us through the people you've brought in. Some of them have been involved in camp before, but some coming in for the first time.
Yeah, well, that's an exciting element of a squad announcement when you get the opportunity to bring new players into the squad who could win their first caps for their country. Regarding some of those players, hookers, we have 3 uncapped hookers. Grant Stewart, who came out on tour with us in the summer, Dave Cherry, who's been playing at Edinburgh, and Jake Kerr, who's been playing at Leicester. It's an opportunity for them. Obviously, one of them is likely to be capped in the Six Nations, so that's great for them. And we've been impressed with how they've played. Grant and Jake have probably had more game time than Dave, but Dave's done really well when he's came off the bench for Edinburgh. And all of them take the game to the opposition, which is a real positive sign for the ability to step up to the next level.
Moving on to Edinburgh, Chris Dean comes in for his first involvement in the Scotland camp. Obviously been doing very well for Edinburgh over the season, but what have you made of him, and what is it you've liked about his style of play or his performances?
Well, he's got better and better. Last year he was in a really good run of form. I think the move from 13 to 12 really suited him. Meant he got more touches of the ball, could carry the ball well. He's defended better this season, which is a real positive. And the games in the recent weeks, he's really stepped up. There've been massive games for Edinburgh with the 4 Champions Cup games and also the 1872 matches against Glasgow. He's improved his passing too. We saw that with the weekend against Toulon. So yeah, he's earned his place through his form and his consistency over the last 2 or 3 weeks.
You look at the squad on paper, the amount of depth now you've got in different areas of the squad must be very pleasing for a coach. Just talk us through, from your point of view, over the past years you've been involved in Scotland, you've been building on that depth, but how pleased are you that you now have, in certain positions, a number of options available?
Well, we do. There's been a number of players that have had the opportunity to play for Scotland over the last 2 or 3 seasons. So we have more depth. At times during the year you really get to test that depth. Back row, we're really testing the depth because of the injuries we have to certain players. But there's a few positions we have really good quality. Second row, for example, there's 5 second rows in the squad. 4 of them were involved with us in November, playing very well. Tim Swinson's now came back into the squad, back to really good form. And we've got players who are playing regularly for top clubs in Europe, like Rob Harley at Glasgow, Scott Cummins coming back at Glasgow, Andrew Davidson and Glenn Young at Newcastle, who don't make the squad. And obviously someone like Richie Gray, one of our most capped players, coming back from injury. He should be back in the next few weeks for Toulouse. So that's a position of real strength. I'd say scrum half too. The quality of the 3 players that have made the squad and the form they're in is really encouraging. But also the form of Henry Pyrgos, who just missed out on the squad, shows that we have real depth in that position.